Сьогодні є спільна, важлива дуже спільна заява України та Португалії. Щойно ми підписали її.
Today, Ukraine and Portugal have made a joint important statement. We have just signed it to establish a partnership for the production of maritime drones. This is one of the most promising areas in defense work right now. It is important to see results, and all parts of Europe must have enough strength to counter any threats, and modern drones are a real tool for defense. I would like to thank Portugal for including this in the Pioru program. We discussed this today with Luis, how important it is for us to allow us to purchase American weapons that are not currently produced in Europe, in particular missiles for Patriots. Portugal also supported the joint European decision on financial security guarantees for Ukraine for the coming years. This is EUR 90 billion for Ukraine for 2026-2027, and it is very significant. We also appreciate that Russian frozen assets remain blocked in Europe and other countries. It is only fair that Russia should pay for its aggression with its assets, its losses and its future. As for the peace treaty, I had some conversations yesterday, and I will have all the details a little later today. Indeed, the United States of America said that they would have a separate meeting with representatives of Russia, and they proposed such a format as far as I understand. Ukraine, America, and Russia. Well, as there are representatives of Europe, probably Europe as well. Why do I say probably? Because it would be logical to hold such a joint meeting, but it would be logical to do so after we understand the potential outcome of the meeting that has already taken place between America and Ukraine. That is, we will understand whether there is anything positive there or not, and we will understand and react based on that. Of course, before that, our team will contact me, as we had agreed, to tell me the outcome of the first round of dialogue, and then we will understand what to do next. Well, first of all, it is not Putin who decides when and in what format the elections in Ukraine will take place, because these are exclusively Ukrainian elections, for the people of Ukraine, for the citizens of Ukraine. He is definitely not a citizen of Ukraine, so he will definitely not influence anything or the outcome, especially when it comes to who votes. Ukrainian citizens who are in Ukraine, on Ukrainian territory, will vote. Here, we can ensure fair and transparent elections. We always have representatives of foreign observers here who record the legitimacy of these elections. Also, of course, there is the practice of voting abroad. This is normal. Conditionally, in the current situation, if we reach or when we reach the elections, there will be a slight complication due to the number of Ukrainians. But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has all the necessary tasks for this. They have already started working on this, and they have contacts with our partners abroad. This requires consideration of the possible infrastructure abroad to make voting comfortable. In any case, I believe that when the security situation allows, namely when it is safe to hold elections, then I think that a large number of Ukrainians from abroad will come to Ukraine. Elections cannot be held in territories temporarily occupied and not controlled by Ukraine, because it is clear how they will be conducted, as Russia always does. First, it announces the results of even its internal elections, and then the votes are counted. Therefore, I think that, to be honest, when talking about elections in general, you know that it depends on two things: security, as I have already mentioned, and legislation. We have already discussed this with our American partners. They raised this issue. Well, they are raising the issue. And I think that if they are raising it, it means they know how to help us ensure safe elections. First and foremost, this could be a ceasefire or an end to the war, or at least a ceasefire for the duration of the elections.
Допомогти нам забезпечити безпечні вибори. Це передусім може бути припинення вогню, або закінчення вже війни, або припинення вогню як мінімум на час виборів.